Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be down here working on the old 57 again. Got goats trying to eat the tires off the Tahoe. Psst, hey, quit that, goats. Hey, get out of here. Anyway, we're going to be seeing if this engine, I was told when I got the truck that the engine was froze up, and I have not checked it. Ultimately, it probably doesn't matter. It'll be getting a 5.3. It'll actually be getting set on a different chassis. But we're going to see if it's free. If we can get it fired up and running, it might be kind of cool to put around in it a few laps before we tear it apart. As you can see, this thing has packrat's nest all around it. So there is not a crank bolt on these to get a hold of. We're trying to spin the engine over. I'll see if I have a socket that'll fit on that generator. The belt's fairly tight. I don't know if it's tight enough to spin the engine. Transmission is stuck in neutral, I'm assuming, because it rolls pretty easy. It still does have the spark plugs in it. So I'll probably need to that's what I thought. We'd just turn the generator over. I have no idea the last time this thing actually ran. It does have an inspection sticker on the windshield for 1996. Somewhere back in there. I don't know exactly when they quit doing inspections in Arkansas. It was 98, 99. Well, it smells very gas-fouled. Very gas-fouled. And it's wet. We're gonna stick some PV blaster in there. We got the cylinder soaked, and the camera actually overheated on us, so you didn't see us finishing that. It's not that hot out, and we're already overheating. I'm gonna pull the radiator out of here, try and get some room down here. There's actually a thermostat down in there. I think this water pump is completely frozen up. The whole engine probably is frozen up. There's the horn. To get the lower hose. There's some antifreeze in that. I don't know if the belt is stuck and that's what's keeping it from turning. You gotta watch these old belts. They will corrode to your pulleys and it will lock things up. Get off that. Get in. Get in from there. Get in. Goats are a stinking nuisance. Well, that answers that question. So the alternator spins, water pump spins, water pump pumps. Got the belt off. Don't know if you can hear that, but sounds like the water pump's still trying to pump. The generator turns. The radiator actually has, it's half full of antifreeze, so that's cool. And unfortunately, I think to get the to try and turn the engine over, I'm going to have to pull the starter and get to the flywheel. There's 235 has no crank pulley bolt, so it makes it kind of hard to get a hold of to turn. I'll have to, short of crawling under the truck and taking the inspection plate off of the transmission to get to the flywheel, I think the next thing would be just to pull the starter out and try and get a pry bar or a screwdriver back in that hole and see how bad this is stuck. That or pull the head off, which I think is going to have to happen if this engine's ever going to run, as it's got, I don't know, the camera don't pick it up, but it's got sludge. I mean, just sludge. Sludge and water. Not a good combo. I was talking with Dad, and he recommended that we just try and bump it over with the starter. So we're going to hook the jumper cables up and see if the starter even works. I hope the thing's out of gear. I can't shift the transmission, but it's been rolling around, so I'm going to say it's stuck in neutral. It rolls really easy. Actually, it doesn't have a drive line on it in it. So it's the drive shaft is out of it. Rich had pulled it out, so they can't run away anyway. A hot one. I think it's probably froze, isn't it? I thought I saw it move for a second, but I may have saw the rope slip around the... Oh. Whew. All right, we're going to try and pull the fan pulley off here. Maybe the generator, and see if we can't get a little better leverage on the pulley. And I'm going to go ahead and pull one last bolt and pull this valve cover off and just try and get a look at the valves. We can put that belt back on there and tighten that generator up to break them loose. Or you got a socket. The socket fell down. Just like magic. I love this little wrench. Do I need to do something? It looks like you got it loose.
If you could bring that bolt. We're putting
And this.
nuts are on the ground, I think.
What's that?
The nuts are probably on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, 9/16. On the hood of that. That's all the bolts in it.
I need your bumper.
It's up in the truck.
Like a bumper to be. It's green. Really green, like somebody
Really green.
poured antifreeze in it. Now, if we doubled up that rope so it had a double loop to pull against,
Put a pry bar on each side.
no, just big pry bar.
Get this, I'm curious. I think I see the culprit.
Yeah.
A lot of rust on that. Maybe that just fell off the bottom of the valve cover. It's a grimy looking.
Well, what do you expect? How long has it been sitting?
The inspection sticker says 96 is the last year it was inspected. Is that jack handle?
It's a piece of pipe anyway. Yeah. thinking we need a longer pipe, but
Hang on. Don't let this slip and thump you. It turned,
it turned
didn't
a
it?
little.
Oh. It turned though.
It
I'm
turned.
pretty sure I saw it.
It was a small turn, but it did turn. When I was going to grab, had 30 weight already in it.
Oh, did it?
Had to go dig another.
How much do you think it'll take?
Say quite a bit.
Yes, you can if you want. I don't know how much that.
You're. I think you're getting quite a bit.
All right. You can see that one's got Marvel Mystery Oil. This one's a mixture of I don't know what. One's got a little Marvel. Marvel. That one back there is mostly water with a little bit of Marvel mixed in.
Oily. I don't know what's
Yeah,
in
this
black.
front one's really oily. It doesn't look like Marvel to me.
It may be motor oil.
Could be.
Yeah.
Some of the plugs were extremely black and oily looking.
Oh no, there's a biker gang.
I mean, very black and. Yeah, they were really wet and black. I think that somebody must have started oiling the cylinders trying to soak it down.
Well, what it looks like then on the dipstick.
It looked pretty disgusting.
Watery oil? Or oil?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of oily water. Don't back up and trip over that thing.
The ground ain't far to go.
I'm gonna attempt to turn it and see if we can see if it's the pulley slipping or the engine actually turning. Something was turning a 1/16 of an inch or something. We don't know what.
Are you ready?
Did it go? And with that being said, in rows our 04 Silverado 4x4. It's got a rusted out body and the wiring harness had a fire in it and melted a lot of it. Anyways, we'll be yanking this body off and then setting the 57 back on this 4x4 chassis. We'll have to shorten the wheelbase a little bit and then do a simplified wiring harness that'll help us retain the air conditioning and cruise control and a few things like that that'll help this 57 be a good daily driver. So like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.